Travis Scott back at it again with another dope collab. I guess he really is the highest in the room. What's good, guys? Ash Bash back again with another sneaker review, and this is for the Cactus Jack Air Force One. So if you've been living under a rock or totally avoiding Instagram for like the last month or so, you should know that this dope pair of Air Force Ones with the Travis Scott collaboration came out like a week or so ago. Everyone was going crazy. Everybody wanted a pair. Suddenly everyone was an Air Force One fan. And yeah, it's been a bit of a mad release, but happy to say that I managed to cop myself a pair, and most of my friends managed to get a pair as well. All the ones that wanted a pair anyway managed to get it. So I don't know how super limited this was compared to some of his other pairs or whatnot, but happy for everyone that copped. If you didn't cop, take a look at this video and see whether it's worth shelling out for that resale price. So first of all, one of the dopest parts of the shoe is of course the box. The box is super hot fire, and when it comes to sneaker collaborations, I always want a special box. Luckily with Travis, so far on the pairs that I have anyways, they've all come in a slightly different box to your standard release where it comes to a collab, so shout out to him on that. The box is mostly in this big yellow mustardy sort of colour with the big Nike swoosh there in blue. On this side of the box it has that whole Cactus Jack face that you find, which is his brand logo, and on this side here it has a see-through panel and it says basically Cactus Jack written in Russian. I still don't know the story behind why it's in Russian, but that's what it is. And again it has Cactus Jack written here again in what some people say is like a tree branch kind of thing. Kind of see it, I guess, but it does say Cactus Jack somewhere behind there. But let's open it up, get to these crazy shoes, and boom, here are the shoes in all their glory. And when I say there's a lot going on, there's a lot going on. With the recent release of the What the 4s, this kind of shows it up in the fact that this is what a What the should look like, whereas that pair, it's a little bit too basic for what it is, but this one, damn. So details of this shoe. First of all, technically I guess it's just a standard Air Force One when it comes to the silhouette, but you will see this bit here and be thinking, what the hell is that? And I still think to myself, what the hell is that? And I still can't believe that some people actually leave this on. I don't think it looks cool at all, and it's hiding away some pretty cool details of the shoe anyway, so no for me, and something that is coming off for sure, but it's added so you kind of have to show it. They're calling it the shroud, and basically it's this two-part that zips down the middle of the shoe and can come apart. You can actually take it off. Praise the Lord. When this was first released, I didn't think you could take it off, and I was thinking, why did you have to go so wild with it? But yeah, it does come off. One side is corduroy, one side is maybe it's a canvasy kind of material in navy, and obviously the corduroy side is done in black. And yeah, it zips down the middle. I don't know if these are YKK zippers. Yes, they are. Gold YKK zippers. So you can have it either zip down a little bit and show some of the laces, or zip down all the way and have it half and half, or take it off completely like everybody should do. But enough about the shroud, let's get to the rest of the shoe. Some more details of this shoe. The toe box is done in this dark grey leather, very similar to my sofa, funny enough, and just as soft, super soft and plush leather with obviously the standard perforations that you would find on most Air Force Ones. Around the toe box is done in this super duper ruffled suede, like super ruffled, like proper sticking out fur on it, but it's pretty cool. On the lateral side here, you've got this big blue piece here of canvas. And first, before I even get into all the details, the whole reason behind this sort of design of the shoe is basically where Travis grew up on a farm with his grandma and all that. This sort of workman wear and stuff that you'd find around the farm and around that sort of setting is what he's gone for with this shoe. Obviously with the Travis 4s, he went with the whole Oilers theme to be with the team, but he's got a theme for all of his shoes, and I kind of rate that, I have to. But yeah, let's get back to the details. So yeah, this part here is a blue canvas, and then behind that you find this purple bit here in this burlap material, and it says Cactus Jack Records basically in Russian again. Someone please put in the comments why it's in Russian. Why is it in Russian? What could the possible reason be? But it looks cool, to be fair, in that text. Then this done is the sort of purple burlap colorway. Then behind that is a sort of, what color would you call that? Kind of orangey, definitely a full vibe. Behind that again, it says Cactus Jack Records again in Russian. And behind that again is that Cactus Jack logo that you saw on the side of the box, which is kind of like tree branches. And the swoosh itself is done in canvas, in exactly the same sort of colorway that you found on the Carhartt Air Force Ones, which is very cool. And you flip over to the medial side and it's totally different, like nothing on here is the same. So this side you have some corduroy, shout out to Sean Wotherspoon, in, I guess it's a dark grey hair, and behind that is black, I would call that. And then behind that you've got more of that burlap material. This one here is done in the light green colorway with the sort of Cactus Jack tree branches kind of thing done in white. And behind that, Cactus Jack Records again, this time in a light blue colorway. And the swoosh, super duper dope. This one is done in a camo sort of color on the canvas. Super nice touch, and it looks super duper fire. Back of the shoe, I'm not sure what material that is. It kind of feels like a fleece, where it says the Nike Air. The Nike Air is done in black, so it's kind of hard to see behind it, but Nike Air is written there in black. And you have this little button bit that unbuttons here. This side says MC, and the other shoe says TX for Texas, and I think it's Missouri City, which is where part of where he grew up as well. Might have been where he grew up with his grandma on that. And then behind that again, another bit in yellow, and this one says Cactus Jack again, written around in that burlap material. The shoe's crazy, absolutely crazy. The inside of the shoe, super duper padded, and that is done in dark grey again. And underneath the shroud, which I can't show you on this pair because you have to zip it down and it's all long, it says flip over to the next pair. And yeah, this pair right here, we've got the sail laces in it, which look super fire. And for me, it's pretty much the only way to go. Say no to bad lace swaps in 2020. I've seen so many bad ones. Please stop it. But yeah, chucked in the sail laces on this pair. If you didn't notice on the other pair, it had a sort of mauvey kind of lace in it. But I said it was hiding away some details. As I said, with the shroud, you do see a little Nike swoosh hair on this part of the shoe, which is done again in this little ruffled suede. And then on the medial side, you'll find this soft flat leather in grey. And on the lateral side, you'll find it again in this sort of greeny, turquoisey kind of colorway. On the tongue, it has your standard Nike Air Force tongue. And then behind that, it's got this sort of flannel material, black and white flannel, that you'd find, I guess, on a farm like he grew up on. And the insole of the shoe, again, Nike Air, and then you get that little flannel inside that again. This shoe is crazy, crazy dope. Midsole of the shoe, to me, in this lighting, looks like a sail color rather than white. And very, very unique is the sort of rope stitching that you find around the shoe on all your Jordans and Air Force Ones and all that. It's done this sort of light green colorway, like very cool. It stands out. I saw it in a few pictures and I thought, is that like bad lighting? But no, it's actually got this very light green color going around it. And then you find the gum sole, super fire. It's a light gum. Sometimes you get like a dark gum. This is a light gum. And yeah, Nike at the bottom of the shoe. This shoe's fire, yo. Super fire. Gonna chuck it on feet, tell you about sizing and all that. Lego. And we're back. That was a quick look at the Cactus Jack Air Force Ones on feet, and yeah, super look. They look dope to me, I must say. I can't deny it. Sizing wise, I would say most people I know have gone true to size. I went true to size. I know with Air Force One, some people go half a size down. 100% don't do that. They definitely fit more snug to me than a standard Air Force One. I find the padding is like extra padded but I think you can probably get away with going true to size. Going half a size up might possibly make them too big. So I would say true to size to possibly half a size up, depending how you like your shoes. If you can't take snug at all, stick with half a size up probably. But if you can stand a little bit of snugness, go true to size. That is my word. Now, something that I mentioned in one of my last videos that someone recommended I talk about more is the resale price, whether I would pay resale for these and how much over I would pay. Obviously that varies over the years, because say for example the Unions, when they came out, I really wish I'd copped a second pair when they were at like the £300-400 price. Now it's like over 1,000, so it changes here and there. Last I checked on these, I think it was in the 400-ish range. Would I personally pay that? No, I wouldn't pay that. I would pay maybe 150 over retail for these, but if you're an Air Force One guy, this is a kind of pair that you do need, and it is made very well. I've seen some people have a couple quality control issues, but mine's pretty clean, to be honest. I've seen some really wonky swooshes. Mine's not too bad. Mine's pretty clean for the most part. With corduroy and Nike, they tend to be a bit iffy here and there, I found, but quality is super on point. If you're an Air Force One fan, it's worth grabbing. If you're a Travis Scott fan, it's worth grabbing. So the resale price is whatever you think you're willing to pay. But I personally, 150-ish over retail. I believe retail in the UK was £135, if I'm not wrong. So the sort of 280, 300 is, I'd say, reasonable for these. I would say 300. I'd pay that, but I didn't have to pay that, so it doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the review. I've got more reviews to come. If you follow my Instagram, which is @ashbashsneakers, by the way, you would have seen I posted yesterday all the boxes behind there that I need to get to reviewing. So I will get to them hopefully ASAP Rocky. But yeah, signing out. Ashbash signing out. Later, yo.